Hi. So I'm just going to start right off with something I said to your dad, and he said I had to ask you. I told him that the marketing over the last few months has been really annoying, but
Thank you.
clearly doing exactly what you wanted to do, which is awesome. Um, from the um, only bases in Pittsburgh to dropping hints about the chip coming off of the name and I also mentioned that at one point I sent you a message that you never answered where I said, "Is this a double heel turn?" Back in July. You probably missed it. But so being a wrestling fan, I definitely see the wrestling influence on what you were doing. But where did that idea come from?
Um, the idea came from seeing a lot of rage bait online. So that's what a lot of people do to get attention nowadays is try to intentionally irritate people or make people mad. And so I'll see content all the time and it'll have like thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of views on it and it'll be the most like annoying, obnoxious, factually incorrect thing you've ever seen and it gets so many views and I'm like I gotta try this. One of the biggest examples in music in particular right now, who I think is also very inspired by professional wrestling, is Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse. He's a huge rage baiter online, and I've been following Falling in Reverse since they were like opening up for Black Veil Brides at Stage AE, and now they're headlining Star Lake. So the rage baiting and the intentional bad guy persona kind of pays off from the marketing perspective.
Um, it's definitely like multiple times I've copied and pasted things that you said and sent it to somebody. I'm like, look at this. As much as it is annoying me, it's great. So like because like I can't remember where the woman was, but somebody was complaining and someone replied, "Well, it's clearly working because I now know about this band in Pittsburgh and I'm in." And she might have been in like Colorado or something. Um,
Yeah, I think it was like Montana.
that might have been it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So way to break the algorithm and get your band seen. Um,
Thank you.
So let's talk about King Maleena. So I've learned already tonight that the albums are like everybody played on their own album, nobody else interfered. And I've heard some influences from Nolan and from Chip. Um, and I've listened to the track that you sent me, and I know that it's way different than what I've heard from them and you in the past. So let's talk about where your album came from. Like, what were your
Um,
influences here?
Yeah, so my influences for the whole album range from, like I was talking about Falling in Reverse before. I have one track that's very Falling in Reverse inspired and inspired by an online interaction that I had with Ronnie Radke. The song that I sent to you, Heel Turn, is very inspired by Limp Bizkit. And I have a lot of other tracks that are pretty metal. I do love Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit's style of guitar playing. So I have a couple riffs throughout the album that I was hoping to, bring that inspiration into. So overall, this is my heaviest album by far. Um, and I was just influenced by a lot of various artists and brought all of those different influences together to kind of create something a little bit new, a little bit different than significantly more different than what I've previously been doing.
So something else just popped in my head on a previous Chip in the Charge Ups album. Um, there's a song on there. I think it's Maleena Made Us Change, and I can't remember the rest of it. But could you give us the rest of that title for a second?
Yeah, it is Maleena made us change the name of the song to fit in with the pop punk community.
Okay. Now, I was looking at some of Nolan's songs, and he has like songs that have like sentences for titles. So I'm starting to wonder: was it you that really did it, or did Nolan say you did it and name that song?
No, it was really me that did it. When we were working on that last album, it is definitely our most pop punk influenced album. and a lot of pop punk artists, I will name specifically Fall Out Boy, which is where I got the inspiration for that title, have a lot of ridiculously long song titles that don't have anything to do with what the song is about. So Fall Out Boy has a song called "Our Lawyer Made Us Change the Name of the Song So We Wouldn't Get Sued," and so I wanted to have a ridiculous pop punk song title, and so that's what we ended up calling the